What up, what up, what up, man? You know what it is. We back for another episode of Just My Damn Opinion. You know what? They like assholes, and guess what? I got one too. You know, I ain't gonna hold you on the intro. I'm gonna bring my road dog in. He done been with me every week, man. Might as well call it our show at this point, man. My homeboy from the high. I'm gonna bring Pot in and say what's up to the people.
Yeah. How everybody doing? Hope everybody blessed. Have another good week, another good show. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man. So, since last week, man, there's been so much going on, man. First, I want to say, man, shout out to Brownie. I hope he's doing all right. I know he was out of, I think, critical condition or whatever. He was doing much better. So, shout out to the King family. I hope they doing all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big LeBron fan.
Oh, also, man, shout out to the Lofton family. Our principal from high school, Mr. Sherman Lofton. He passed away, I think, maybe today or yesterday.
No, sure enough.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
How old Mr. Lofton was, you know? He had to be in there, what, 70, 80 one?
Probably in the, I would say
70s.
Mid-70s.
Yeah. Man, I did not know that. Shout out to the high, man. Everybody went to the high Crim, Alonzo A. Crim. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, man, it's a few things I want to talk about, man, to get your damn opinion on, man. I kind of enjoyed the little picking of the team thing, man. So that was a cool little segment. I really enjoyed that, man. So what I want to try to do this time, man, is I wanted you to give me your 5 top hip hop groups and your 5 top solo artists. And it don't even have to be in no order. Just give me, your top 5. Now, if you want to put them in order, that's cool too. And you know what too? Before I hop into that, man, I think I'm gonna save this for next week because I think it's a very interesting topic. I try not to talk about politics and religion too tough, cause this stuff get heavy, man. But it's some news that came out from the government today, man. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but like I said, I'm gonna talk about it next week about this whole, alien things and what we have and don't have. I just think it's gonna be interesting. I want to know how what maybe your opinion gonna be like. How does that affect religion? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's gonna be interesting. But we'll say that for next week, man. So just kind of have your wheels turning on that, man. I definitely like to talk about that, and hopefully we can have 1 or 2 guests on the show next week to make it a little bit more interesting. But with that being said, man, we're going to go back to, let me get your 5 top hip-hop groups and your 5 top solo artists. And if you want to, you can, you can say something about each one on that, make it a reason why they made your top 5.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start with my groups, my 5 groups. And the reason why I picked these groups, because good body of work, good storytelling. Everybody had good life after the music. These guys were some real hustlers. They was out before internet, before all of this YouTube. They really had to get out and hustle and sell albums. People was lining up like getting Jordans at the record store to pick up these guys' albums. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
hey, but before you go into that, you said something that was kind of interesting to me. You used the word consistency, and I'm a fan of consistency too. But you know what? I kind of almost did not use that in my pickings because it's a lot of good artists that are very consistent. But I don't just want to listen to that shit anytime I hop in the car. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Okay.
All right. My first group, Outkast. ATL Bread.
Can't go wrong with that.
They put down into the streets. They really put it down. They put the South on the map. They helped do their thing.
So listen. Are all your groups duos? Or got some got more than 2 people?
Oh yeah, I got a group that have.
Okay, I'll do one. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Number 2 Live Crew. Uncle Luke and the Boys.
Okay.
Now, see, when they were coming out in the 80s, they were the reason why they were putting all this stuff on the albums where when they was cussing and
explicit.
First Amendment, right? Yeah,
Parental advisory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I remember those.
You know, banned in the USA. Shout out to Uncle Luke. Those guys really did their thing and opened up some doors in the South. And,
so they make your top 5 all time. Let me ask you this: so when you saying that, are you taking in like just everything in totality, like their impact? You know what I'm saying? Stuff. Oh, okay, all right, okay, I got you. All right.
Also, you know, within our timeline, you know, and what I listen to, and like I say, these guys also strive after the music. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, NWA, my number 3 group. Ice Cube.
Another very impactful group. Okay.
Exactly. Niggas with attitude. Fuck the police. You know.
But they put out enough music, enough albums for you to obviously to make your top 5, or does it have more to do with their impact?
Even after the group success, they still had good solo career.
Okay.
And movies and you know other things and venues after that. Drake doing his thing, billionaire. So yeah, representing the West Coast, put the West Coast on the map.
I didn't think about them. I didn't think about that. Okay.
My number 4, Wu-Tang Clan.
Mm-hmm.
Cream get the money, baby. Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had 12 people in that one group. 12 guys, 10 rappers, 2 DJs.
It's hard to argue Wu-Tang as well.
They all after the rap game, movies, other venues, and still getting money.
Yeah, I think what was kind of cool about your group, like I said, I didn't kind of take those things into consideration. I think, you know, the impact on hip hop, I think like Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying, Outkast, NWA, and 2 Live Crew. I mean, that's almost like the top 5 most influential groups. So that's kind of cool that at the same time, not were they only influential, but they were also your favorite musically, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Kept it bumping. And number 5, my personal, UGK.
Oh damn! I thought you was already done. Okay, he already had one. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool, man. That's enough. I mean, I can't knock that one either. And I give you my 5. Then we'll switch over to the solo artists. And feel free to, if you want to, jug at my 5 a little bit. Feel free. I can defend them. With that being said, my number 1, everybody else kind of fall in line to me after this. My number 1 favorite group of all time is UGK. Their music is just timeless. R.I.P. to the pimp, man. Their combination was just so dope. And Bun B, man, like his cadence is like ridiculous. He got some tracks where his cadence is just, man. So yeah, man. So they're my number 1 group, and after this is no particular order. But I go with no, you know what? Nah, I'll come back to that. Outkast, since we had those similar. We had those 2 similar. So what I would say once again, Atlanta raised and born, all that good stuff. Representing Atlanta, really put the South on the map when you're talking about terms as being hip hop, then being able to switch over to mainstream. I think one of their albums definitely went diamond. So that's a huge success. So yeah, man, everybody know Outkast. It ain't no, worldwide. It ain't no. They weren't just, southeastern or regional, if you want to call it. They were worldwide. So that's Outkast. And number 3, I have to apologize. Much as I love UGK and everything I said about them was the truth, but I forgot I had them at number 2.
Okay.
My favorite group, I don't know how I messed this up. My favorite group of all time is 8 Ball, MJG. Them my That's my favorite group of all time. You know what I'm saying? I think they're probably, one of the most underrated rap groups of all time.
Yeah, good storytelling. Yeah, good battle. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say the same thing. 8 Ball, great. I'm talking about great. You know what I'm saying? I even like him as a solo artist. But I'm gonna tell you, when him and Pimp together, man, MJG, my guy, his cadence is. Now you talking about another guy with some serious cadence?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
They balance each other out. They balance each other out.
Yes, man. MJG got some verses, man. I'm just like, God, hey, man. So yeah, for all you.
We were actually listening. We were listening to what they were saying. Like, hold on, rewinding that again. Another week, you repeating everything they saying. Man, living true to it.
For sure, man. And what I would say to some of you young guys, if you ain't never heard, at least UGK. I know you don't heard of Outkast, but if you ain't heard of UGK, 8 Ball and MJG, just go pull a track and just pick a random. You know what I mean? Just pick a random.
Yeah, just go to YouTube and just say the name. It don't matter. Just go say the name.
So, I forgot about my little what's name section. But yeah, just pick a name or shoot me a text or shoot me a comment. I'll give you some tracks and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. So so who I got after that? One more, right? No, I got two more.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of the Clips. I love the Clips, man.
Okay.
Yeah, my boy Malice, man. I love my Malice and Pusha T, man. They were great together, man. They got some tracks and cuts that. Yeah, I love their music. What was crazy about them, and you talking about consistency. It wasn't a lot of different, I mean, their music just had a theme. Like when you listen to the Clips, you know what you was gonna get. You know what I'm saying? You know what type of music you was gonna be listening to. You know what I'm saying? So, and all that kind of stuff I could just relate to from my upbringing. So I love the Clips and still love Pusha T today. He hard as a solo artist. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I guarantee you don't want to get in no rap beef with him. He gonna cause you some problems, man. He gonna cause some problems now. Pusha tough.
Yeah.
So
yes sir. Fresh.
You listen to the Clips at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, different stroke for different folks. You know what I mean?
Grinding, man. Y'all never mind me.
Right. You know what I'm talking about. So last and not least, man, I went with 3 6 Mafia.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I went with them, man. Very impactful group. If I'm right, are they the only ones to win a Grammy? Or they Outkast win a?
No, they're the first group to win a Grammy.
Oh, they the first.
Yeah, I think it may be the first.
Hard, because it was hard out here for a pimp. I thought that might have been a little bit after Outkast.
Yeah, that was. No. When the Outkast get one for?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they got one as a group. That's what I'm saying. I think what's name might be the only one that got a. Man, you gonna make me have to look this up.
You know what? I think that might have been an Oscar movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about a Grammy. I'm tripping. Yeah, you are right. Oscar. Yeah. Yeah.
It won an Oscar for that soundtrack.
Yeah, I think you are right. You are right. Okay. All right. Yeah. But yeah, so I went with them, man. I think all definitely influential in the South. Maybe not as influential nationwide or worldwide as some of the groups that you pick. But for me, man, like any of those guys, I can get in the car, you can just play their tracks at any time, and I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my 5 hip hop artists, top 5 hip hop groups. Give me your artist, dog. Yeah, for sure.
You going with these Dolos? You going with the Dolos now?
Yeah. I'm on you. Waiting on you.
We'll keep it hometown. Mr. Westside, TIP. Putting in work ever since I'm serious. Would it say I'm a 7-time felon?
Okay.
Still putting in work. So hey, gotta admire that.
I can see that. I can see that.
Okay. My number 2.
Are these in order, or just are these in?
I'm just giving to you how I got them.
But not by rank.
No, I'm just
Okay.
how I got them.
All right.
And my number 2 I got LL Cool J.
Okay.
You
Pioneer.
You talking about grinding as a solo artist back then? No guy was getting screwed with no Vaseline on every record deal. He really succeeded and did his thing, and then he found his neck with acting. Took off.
But so musically, you bumping LL, which is not a problem. Okay, okay. I got you.
Man, I need love. Walking with a pencil. Mama said knock you out. But yeah,
I know I need love verbatim.
You understand what I'm saying? I can't live without my radio. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
So I know what to expect when I get in your car. A blast back to the '80s.
Hey. You gonna be bobbing, man. Yes, sir. Number 3, Jay-Z.
Okay.
Good storyteller. Good body of work. Put in the time. There's a Hawaii Silver fame. Gold caps. Box fame. So, gotta give it to him.
He's
timeless. One of the baddest
Timeless.
in the game. The baddest B in the game on his own. So, you gotta give it to him for that.
And a B for billionaire, too. I mean, if you want to go with the B's.
Oh, yeah. Look, big B.
Right.
All right. My next, Lil Wayne. Been putting in work since he was 12, 13 years old. Been listening to the man since he wasn't even cussing. And I was like, ooh, okay. Wait till he's able to say a little something here and there. When he got older, and man, Lil Wayne just went to a whole nother level. And we talking about aliens. That man may be an alien for real. He might not be from this planet. Lil Wayne put it down. And my next, I really had to flip a coin between these two guys, man, and it killed me, but the coin flip win the coin flip. Years of PIMP. My man Too Short.
Okay. All right.
18 albums ain't counting, still putting it down. So what are you saying, Todd?
That was the, I'm gonna be honest with you, that was the first music that I've ever bought as a tape. I bought it as a tape cassette when it came out. That was the first piece of music I bought. I begged my folks to get. I don't know if I snuck and got it or got somebody else to get it. I don't remember. I remember white tape cassette, and it had the little black writing on it. Life is too short. Yeah. Okay. That was your 5?
Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised. You have a few more. You have pioneers on there. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't have thought you would have had as many as pioneers in your groups and solo. But that's kind of dope. That's cool. Like I
still in music since life though, so I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, you can't go wrong with none of the picks. I mean, and once again, your picks are very influential. You know what I mean? So influential. So I think that's what's kind of cool about it. Mine maybe not so much so, but once again, I was just kind of basing it on the music. And once again, I can get in my car and hear any of this playing, and I don't have a problem with it. Like, I don't have a problem with LL, but I just don't know if I'm riding around bumping I Need Love. I just don't know if I'm doing that. No disrespect to LL, you know what I'm saying? Because I know the song verbatim, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking it, you know what I mean? But,
Maybe with your lady or so at night, you want to vibe,
I got it. But once again, that's a specific occasion, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's cool. I ain't knocking. I'm just, I can't.
Versatility. It shows you the versatility in the music. You can go love, hard, soft, whatever how you want it. You can get it like that's rap.
LL pioneer, man. Like he got it from the south to the hard. I mean, ask Cannabis. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, no knock. I'm not knocking Ella. Just once
Yeah.
again, I'm just going back to, if I just get in my car randomly and I hear, that I might hit skip. You know what I mean? No knocking just because I ain't really feeling it right there at that moment.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So that's all. Uh, my top five, and I guess I'll go ahead and name the similar artists we had, because we had a few similar artists. I think we had two. So Jigga, Jay-Z, obviously. Uh, Once again, you use the word consistent. Out of this group, he's probably been the most consistent, just because when you look at the whole body of work over time, as great as Lil Wayne is, you notice I said is, because he's still doing his thing to me. I think there was some moments where he kind of, wasn't always at his best. But Jigga has tended to stay just kind of. I just can't remember a bad album. I don't even want to say bad. I think he just been the most consistent. As opposed to Wayne, he don't have some dips in there to me. But also cause he also had put out so much more work too.
Yeah, then shit. Lil Wayne had one year left. They were letting him say anything on their album for a feature. And they were going like gold. They just wanted him just to be on the album. Just let me hear something, Wayne. Wayne was not saying anything.
even like
he snapped on some though.
See, I like mixtape Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like his mixtapes are crazy. No ceilings, man. But I mean, he just got so much more. He put out so much stuff, so it's a little bit easier for him to have some drop offs. Cause like he put out a rock album one time where he's singing, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you know what I mean. So definitely Jigga definitely probably been the most consistent. And then with Jigga, I ain't gonna lie, man, Jigga give you a little bit of everything. He give you a little hood. He give you like some politics. You know what I'm saying? He give you some financial advice. You know what I'm saying? Like Jigga give you everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I respect about his music. You get a little bit of everything from him. And secondly, who we had in common was Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I kind of talked about him already, but Lil Wayne just amazing, man. The amount of content, for me, I think is what does it. The amount of consistent and good content. Like I say, he has some drop-offs, but the amount that he puts off, and now you just talking about being amazing now. Anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but to say the man don't write music down, say it just come off, which is hard for me to believe, but I think that's what I've always heard about Wayne, that it just kind of comes off the top.
When he was young, he used to write. I mean, he just probably so fluid with writing and doing it so young. When you get on one and hear a beat, you just get on that. Like right now, technology is so amazing. They can go in there and spit 2 sentences, listen to it, rewind it, lose that again. Then he'll come back in on the freestyle and just keep going and keep going.
But yeah, they will say all his music basically down there freestyle.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, he's not freestyling every song. Nah. He made the songs is too good to freestyle, bro. You're not just remembering that shit.
Hey, folks, I have heard it many a time now. You might want to do a little research.
The songs we had, did a little freestyle here and there, but come on, man. Lil Wayne been in the game over 20 years. You gonna tell me he freestyled for 20 years? Nah.
Folks, I'm not saying his entire career. I'm saying he got to a point where he stopped writing down rhymes. Okay.
He probably still did a little bit here and there. But
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But you might want to just Google that and just see what you come up with. Yeah, unless you just saying now that may be the case, but you just know damn well he ain't not writing something down.
Not every time. Like right now, since he done got older, and like I say, the technology done got a little better now. They can go in and spit a couple of lines. You know how dudes might be in the studio just chilling on a vibe, hearing beats. Let me get in the studio. Let me get in here right quick. By the time he get through doing that, something gonna come up in his head. He might be spinning some old shit from when he was maybe 14 or 15, he never put on no album. They don't know. They just know what's coming out right now.
I got you. I got you. Fair enough. That's cool. So we had those two in common. Then I went with Scarface, man. Had to go with the vet, man. I love Scarface, man. You know, he have a lane and he just know how to ride that lane, man. So I love some Scarface, man. You talking about storytelling. Every time Face drops something, I can't wait, you know what I'm saying? And his last 2-3 albums been so solid. Cause he had dropped something I didn't like one time, and he just bounced back so heavy. But I'm a big fan of Face, who's also he's also a great producer, which a lot of people don't understand. He's a great producer. I think he actually like producing better than he like rapping. I've actually heard him say something similar like that out of his mouth before. So yeah, and
Ghetto Boy line.
Oh yeah. My number 4, I'm going with DMX. I love the X, man. Like, this man put out 6 albums so fast, and I just love them all. I think maybe one of them was probably a little weaker than I wanted to be. Maybe even 2, 1.5 albums. But for the most part, man, you know what you was gonna get out of X. I can listen to his music all the time, anytime. Now, what I will say about this 5th one, I really couldn't name a 5th because to me, everybody in this kind of 5th it's just so many people falls into this category. I had T.I. like you had, Ross, Drake. I mean, it's just like all these people are just very consistent. Very, very consistent. Don't put out bad music. You know what I'm saying? But I can't just listen to them anytime. It might have to be a certain track that I wouldn't mind. So, you know, it was just hard for me. So I really don't have a 5th, man, because I really couldn't narrow it down. I really only have 4.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I'm talking about my favorite that I just like to listen to. Now, I'm not talking about being influential and, you know, money and record sales or none of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like, I'm not as much as, you know, Big, a lot of people love Big, a lot of people love Tupac. I like Tupac too, but not like that. RP to both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? I was never a big fan of them like that. You know what I'm saying? I like Tupac a little bit more. He obviously had a bigger catalog. But so it was just hard for me to pick a 5th one, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was stuck at 4.
Wow.
Yeah. You think who else you would throw in there?
Oh. I like that boy Eminem, man.
Yeah, but I just can't listen to his music anytime. He got some tracks I wouldn't mind listening to almost anytime, but not just like.
You're more of a how you feel as your emotion. You're an emotional music listener.
No, I'm just talking about getting in the car and I just hit random and some shit go. If I hear Eminem come on, I'm probably hit skip. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't like the music, but I'm gonna probably hit skip. You know what I'm saying? Oh. If I hear any 8-ball MJG track come on, UGK track come on, Outkast track, I'm gonna probably let it ride. I'm gonna definitely let it ride and be hoping another one gonna be something else off one of their albums. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So, you know, clips, all that. So, but yeah. So, man, we ain't gonna harp on that too long, man. We're gonna shift gears a little bit here, man, and get a little bit more serious, man. Let me ask you this, man. You know, once again, this could just be me aging, getting older, but give me your thoughts on I don't know if I need to be very narrow and specific and say the public school system. I just want to say the school system. Meaning going from, you know, like kindergarten, K through 12, just that whole process and how, you know, school and things are now. Do you think the school system is broken, or you still think it's still highly successful and just as good as it always been, and there's not really anything that need to be changed?
Well, for the most part, Atlanta public schools has deteriorated.
Oh, you just gonna point? You gonna point APS out like
I mean,
that?
we're gonna talk about the subject. I mean, they don't need to water it down. I mean, it
I'm
is what it
I'm
is
just messing with you.
because what gonna happen is they either merging schools or they closing schools and they coming up with these academies like KIP. KIP has about 6 or 7 elementary schools, 4 or 5 middle schools, and I think they have a high school also. So, but then you have like uh, these other private institutes that came along and they taking those public schools kids. Those kids going to other schools now, so they're giving them an opportunity to feel like Westminster or Marist, on those guys' level.
That's a bad thing.
No, that's a good thing to be on that level towards on the education standpoint. Then, like when we was in school, I feel like that was the best that we had because of our timeline and how we were raised in that metro Atlanta area.
But you don't think the system was broken back then?
Back then, my mind wasn't developed enough to even be like, are we broken? I didn't think about a lot of
No, I'm
things.
talking about knowing what you know now. Just thinking about how.
I didn't realize a lot of things till after we graduated and got older and realized some of the things that we missed out on as far as certain vocabulary that we missed out on, certain writings in English and AP, whatever that we missed out on. Things that should have prepared us to already be ready when we went to the University of Georgia as student athletes. We shouldn't have to struggle in class and have to go to practice and go bust our ass on the field on the track. I feel like we had a lot of leeway because of who we was. We didn't really have, I can't speak for you, but I can't really say, I can count on one hand how many teachers that really cared for us to go to the next level because of what we did in school. And the ones that were just like, just show up to class, you gonna get a B. You straight. I see you Friday night. I'll be at the track meet.
So is it that I'm just trying to see what you're saying. Are you saying the teachers is what making the system broken?
That's what they hire. We don't teach ourselves. But see, I think what happened because of the timeline with us, the teachers made us as students feel comfortable considering where most of us came from. From the single parent home, broken home, probably missing a meal at home, wearing my brother's clothes, my sister's clothes, missing out on I might find out pregnant or I got a baby on the way. Like, we had a damn daycare at school, bro. So we were living as adults in our adolescent years. We really supposed to be chilling and figuring out how to use the left and right sitting on the car in the 10th grade.
Okay.
We out here shooting dice, getting guys to go to the liquor store for us. We having sex early. Like, we live fast for our lifestyle. For our age, we live fast. So, but then you look at the schools like Westminster, loved it. Those guys that we played, and we went to their schools and their campuses. They had a campus.
But I'm saying
their education.
So but what I'm saying is you don't think kids at other schools are doing those same things?
Listen what I'm saying. That's at a different level. I didn't say they were doing those things. I'm talking about at a different level. Look at the different level. What I'm saying, it's just like how we.
I know. You're going to resources. I'm talking about the system from K through 12.
I'm not.
You're talking about resource. Okay.
No, because at the same time, it's still the teachers. The teachers is the resource. So right now, they don't even have a full body of students to try to teach because these other kids, they are moved out. They either move if they in the same neighborhood, they go into their private school down the street because their parents they want something better for them. Most of the parents like, I don't want my kid to go to Atlanta public school. I send my kid over to the kid.
So so because a kid go from a public school to a private school, that what makes. So which system is broken? Are you saying the private school system is fine?
From the beginning, the Atlanta public school. I said that from the beginning, Atlanta public school, bro. because of the standards. And then if you look at it right now, I think Gwinnett County is the #1 county in the state of Georgia as far as education, from elementary through high school, because of the criteria, the teachers that they have with these different degrees and everything, the standards. And when you go to these schools, it's like a campus, bro. You go to the Atlanta public school, it still look like the jungle. They eating good, they get good meals, the same thing, bro. They used to it. So that's why when we talked about the HBCUs and the predominantly white schools, now we're talking about Atlanta public schools and just an Atlanta private school.
But what you got to understand is you're not talking about a systematic issue. You're talking about resources. That's not a systemic issue. You know what I'm saying? You're just talking. I'm just saying you're just speaking about resources. Cause what I'm saying to you is, granted the resources are different, but you can still go to those schools and graduate, not graduate, get in trouble, drink, have sex. Teachers don't care about it. It don't matter whether if you go to a public or private school.
But at the same time, look at the environment that you're in. These kids already over here, 10th, 11th grade, they driving cars, they living good, they parents, vice president of Keebler, goddamn Cadillac, this and that. We ain't have that at school.
But they don't.
Somebody come over here, she might be the assistant manager at Crystal's or working over
here.
Yeah,
but once again, you're talking about resources. So okay, so I'm gonna tell you the difference between what you're saying and I'm talking about a systematic issue. All right. So if you went to CREM, you already talked about how CREM curriculum was, right? As opposed to if you went to Westminster, okay? Let's say, for instance, you would have went to Westminster, right? And you was taking, Geography 25. As opposed to CREM, you were taking Geography 1, right? How much of that Geography 25 you think you were going to use in your adult life? Cause you was a student athlete, right?
Well, right. They're breaking down the system. Yeah.
Cause I'm finna drive you to the point, right? You was a student athlete, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you had more aspirations to be an athlete as opposed to going to use that Geography 2500, right? Do you use geography in any form or fashion in your life right now? You use it. Do you remember the Pythagorean?
There's a lot of stuff. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that they try to teach us that we don't.
Okay, but let me finish my point, because I'm doing what I'm trying to get you to understand. My whole point, what I mean by being systematic, what I'm saying is, a lot of the stuff that they trying to teach kids and do things in school don't matter. If you're going to be a scholar, yeah, go on and go through school all through K through 12 and go to college and learn those scholastic things that you need to do, because that's what you're going to do, is be a biologist or a doctor. But somebody like me, what I'm saying is, you could have stopped me at the 8th grade with the basics and put me in a trade. Let me just learn that trade for the next 4 years. So as soon as I get out of school, I'm going straight there with my certification and make money. Everybody don't have to be going to no college for no 4 years, finishing high school. Cause what they ain't doing them just, first of all, they ain't learning nothing no way. All they doing is passing them along. So as opposed to trying to make these kids pass all these same courses, just put them in a trade or something, bro. Cause I ain't all that algebra and shit I took, geography and
what I'm saying.
All that stuff. What I'm saying is, the field that I knew I was gonna go in, I wasn't gonna use none of that.
None of that, no X squared.
So that what I mean. So that what I mean by the system. I'm talking about a systematic issue, meaning systematic. It ain't got nothing to do with the resources. Even if I would have went to Westminster,
the whole system, the whole entire system, public or private, is distorted. That's the
question I asked you was the school system.
Well,
you the one pointed out. You the one.
Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying on the initial. Well, since you made it that point, that means the whole system distorted. Because I always preach They try to teach me this shit in school. I don't.
I asked it pretty clear. I even made fun of it because I said, "Damn, you gonna point out the APS like that?" Because I said just from I say private or public, K through 12, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to single nobody out. Because what I'm saying is, yeah, you can go to anywhere and still be learning just a bunch of nothing that you ain't gonna use in life.
Yeah, that's anywhere. Yeah.
How many people you don't heard that say they don't went to college and work in the field they don't have a degree in?
I mean, do what now?
How many people you don't heard throughout your life say they don't went to college, but they working in a field that they don't even have a degree in?
Oh shit, a very very small percent.
Shit, I hear a lot of people say that.
Cause I know a lot of people that don't work in the field when they got degrees. I know a lot of people that got degrees. They out here trying to do hell or trying to do some other stuff. They got masters. I know somebody who got a master's that they out here just want to drive Uber.
Oh, you know? But I don't think you be hearing. I don't think you be listening to me sometimes. That's what I just asked you. And you say a very small few. Then you come back and say that like, oh, no, maybe.
I thought you asked me how many people tell you that they working in the field where they got their degree in. And I say a very small few. A lot of people don't work in the field where they got a degree in. That's what,
right. That's what I'm getting at.
And I'm answering your question. Yeah, I know a lot of people but like I say, they don't. I know my baby mama right now. My kid mama right now, she got a master's. Nothing.
I'm just saying, you be confused. I be confused. we said the same thing again. I guess we said the same thing. Ain't no big deal. But yeah, man, that's kind of my point, man. Like the system is broken, man. I ain't saying I don't know how to fix it, but I'm just saying, you have people that go to school get all this debt, bro. Which is a big thing that's going on. People trying to get the college debt relief and stuff, but. Bro, you got so many people that's successful that don't even go to college.
Yeah.
You got to understand, a lot of those people, once they get out of high school, they get a 4, 5, 6, 7 year head start on you in the working field, doing what they doing, while you in school trying to, pass tests.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got some high school dropouts that goddamn successful.
That's my whole point. For you don't have to have this stuff to be successful. For what I'm saying is, you need to find some kind of track. Like once you learn the basics, count to 10 on your fingers. You know what I'm saying? It's a track, but you know what I'm saying. I'm being facetious, but once you learn the basics, though, if you're not set on like a scholastic path, if that's what you want to be, like I think after 8th grade and when you get in 9th grade, you know how you have wood shop and man, they need to put mechanic. It need to be like a tech school.
Yeah.
You need to have auto mechanic stuff. You need to have, driver CDLs, all that kind of stuff. So when you finish high school, you can just go rock and roll, bruh.
Yeah, you know
what I'm saying? Then you don't need to be taking all those classes that everybody else taking, and you struggling and failing and don't want to come to school because you ain't learning nothing no way. You know what I'm saying? Get them folk like the basics on that trade. Like if you want to work on this car, okay, this the book you got to take home. Read up on how you know what I'm saying, you drop the engine. That type stuff that you're going to be engaged. And now it'll be more digitized. You can probably do it, you know what I'm saying, be more interactive. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder how would school, how would that be? That's interesting. It's interesting that you said that. I wonder how would that really affect the next future. Because what you just said, man, if they, what would be the criteria or the age group?
No, listen. You know how kids are already testing. They've been testing all the way up to the 8th grade. You know who the test gonna show you who on the scholastic path. You know what I'm saying?
Like a survey knows what I'm saying is. So would you give them like a little survey to find out what their interest is?
Of course you would do. You would do something like that, but I'm be honest with you. Don't no kid really know. But I think it'll be fair to ask. But if you scoring 60s and 70s in math, I don't need you going to high school and put you in the algebra 3 course. That ain't your thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when you get to high school,
you have a set amount of classes already. Like you said, you'll have the auto mechanic.
So yeah, it basically when you graduate from middle school, your next school gonna be Scholastic High School or it's gonna be Tech School.
Like
for high schoolers.
Like
yeah, right. Right.
That's all they learning is trade stuff like
Trade. If you
learn how to strip and wax clothes,
right.
culinary art.
And if you're an athlete who think you're on the athlete path, guess what? You're gonna be you're gonna be taking course. Yeah, I mean, it's still school. I'm just saying the way you track them and send kids. You know what I'm saying? The direction you send me. Like if I'm the school counselor, you come in, Tony, you're a student athlete. I look at your scores, but at the end of the day, since you're on the student athlete path and you think this is what you're gonna do, you're gonna have to be taking basic courses like learning taxes. Cause you're gonna need how to take care of your taxes when you go through school. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna damn near cut the agent out. We're gonna give you financial planning courses. These are the kind of classes you're gonna be taking. And you ain't dealing with algebra, you're gonna be dealing with money, how to deal with money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Then you got training for an hour and a half, two of your periods training. You know what I'm saying? Another period is, like say taxes. Then you might have a period of financial advising. That 4 periods out there, I'm just saying you can come up with stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you just track them where they need to be tracked. And if I'm leaving middle school and I got a 4.5, I don't know where that stuff comes from no more. It used to be 4.0, but now you got 4.5. So you're going to stay on the scholastic track. You're going to take that geography 3000 and, you know what I'm saying, Spanish this and, all that kind of stuff. You're going to take that because that's the track you on.
Yeah.
But then you got the knuckleheads. I'm just going to say my boy Skillet. Just going to use Skillet as an example. You got Skillet. He just kind of in the middle, but Skillet ain't finna he ain't finna do nothing scholastic. And he probably ain't going to do nothing, you know what I'm saying, athletic wise at a certain point. So we're gonna put him in the trade. Or he can still do the scholastic and take trade and financial courses. But he ain't finna have to pay all geography 2300 like everybody else do. That ain't gonna be on his syllabus. He ain't gonna even have to worry about nothing like that.
Okay, now check this out. Now this was gonna be the loophole. Now suppose he wanted to be a student athlete, but he still wanted to do the tech. But we offering.
I just said it.
No, I'm gonna tell you. We offering the classes now, but we not offering. He gonna have to take what he gonna need to take, so he can clear through the NCAA clearinghouse. He gonna need that foreign language. He gonna need. What
I'm saying is the school system. Me and college gonna be the same way.
So you mean to tell me he'll be able to clear the clearinghouse?
No, if you change the system, you're gonna make the whole system.
That would have to be shit.
Everything gonna have to be revamped. Right, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. The system the way it is now it don't need to be that way. It's wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
Do you understand if you started taking automotive mechanic as a freshman in the high school? If you go all the way through another 4 years of college, you're gonna be in advance. You're gonna goddamn be building spaceships by then. You don't went to school for 8 years to work on cars. You don't know old car, new car, everything. Or you can get out of high school and you can be like a basic level mechanic because you only got 4 years. But now you gonna go to school, to college, another 4 years. Now you come out as an advanced tech.
They already got jobs and they singers at the lube places and finna take off.
That's what I'm saying, bro, because that's what everybody doing anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody doing anyway. Just put in a mass amount of trades, bro. You know what I'm saying? The mass CDLs. Start learning how to drive, because folks driving at 16 anyway, start teaching how to drive on trucks, so when they get 18 and get out of school, get with they hit the road.
And then the CDL, it's broad. Like, it ain't got to just be 18-wheeler. It could be...
No, but no, see, that's my point. So, listen, when you get 18, so from 18, you can be like from 18 to 21, no, 18 to 24, because that's when the insurance changed. You can be like from 18 to 24, you can be local where you drive like box trucks and none, you know what I'm saying? Then when you get a professional driver, unless you go, say, from high school all the way through college, when you get done at 22, which is 8 years of CDL training, you can come out then and drive big rigs. I mean, you can shape it any way you want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, these kids will be, not only kids, but just society will be earning money while they in school.
And Now you'll have people that are doing work that they love instead of doing it because I got to just find me a damn job to do something.
All that,
bro.
I
got a trade. I was killing this in school. I'm gonna come out of school making $20 to $24.
All that, bro. Look here, man. Yeah. I don't want to hop on that, man, because we really probably got about another 10 minutes. We gonna switch gears, man, because I could talk about that all day. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about that all day.
We got on the same page. That was good.
Yeah, we can talk about that all day. Trust me. And I made, a lot of this stuff will probably come back around. You know what I'm saying? But I want to kind of end the last topic I want to talk about, man. We're gonna talk a little bit of sports, man. So, if you notice, man, you have all this conference realigning. You got more schools joining the SEC, more schools joining the ACC, Pac-10, whatever, all of them. At the same time, you have schools leaving as well because they joining other conferences. I honestly think, and I actually been hearing that Florida State and Clemson want to join the SEC too. I know Florida State. I might be lying about Clemson. Yeah. Florida, it's two ACC. It's Florida State and somebody, I almost want to say Clemson though, want to join the SEC. So with that being said, man, I got a feeling, bro, we finna go to like mega conferences. I think it's gonna be like 2 big mega conferences, maybe 3, and those are gonna be the only one. Those are gonna be the only one that can play for the national championship. If you ain't in the SEC, which is gonna probably have 20 teams, or the Pac-12, they're gonna probably have 20 teams at some point. You can't play for the national championship because they're gonna be their own. It's gonna be like the mega conference championship. It might be a national.
Either they're gonna have their own conference championship game regardless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Do you think? So that's what I'm saying. Do you think we going to mega conferences?
It would be nice. I think it'll be fun. Think you can come up here in the SEC with the big dogs? Come on, let's roll. They already say we the baby NFL anyway. You starting on Saturday for the SEC. You stay healthy. You guarantee like the hot joke in space you'll be playing on Sunday.
Cause I mean, really, when you think about it, man. Cause when you think about the SEC as it's, I often say currently constructed, but it's not currently constructed. Just think about next year, 2024, when we get Texas and Oklahoma. We going to a 12-team playoff. Bro, we're going to probably get 4 teams in there.
Ooh.
Just think about it.
Yeah. Depending on how those schedules structured out. Yeah.
So just think about, you're going to probably get at least both teams that play in the SEC championship, you're going to get those 2 teams. Because it's a very good chance that those teams are going to be undefeated or they both may have 1 loss. Or no more than 2 losses. I'm gonna say 1. The champion might have 1 loss. The team they play might have 1 loss, undefeated, or possibly 2 losses, right? So, but at the end of the day, those 2 teams are gonna be ranked probably in the top. Both of those teams are gonna be probably ranked in the top 7.
Yeah, I'm about to say 8.
Easily the top 7. So that means the 2 teams behind them on either side are going to probably only have 1 or 2 losses. And they're going to probably be against the 2 teams that's already in those games. So what I'm saying, they will probably have 4 teams ranked in the top 12, bro, at the end of the year.
We already, man, they may have more than that. Because I know, I'm looking at shit. We know we in. Okay, see Tennessee and South Carolina may do something this way.
Nah. Tennessee on the East too.
But
I mean, yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
They gonna battle for the 2 spot. What I'm saying.
I see. I got you.
So, you know that.
It'll have to be like it was last year. Like Tennessee with a 1 loss, and they only loss was to us. You see what I'm saying? Well, actually, they lost 2 games because they did lose to South Carolina. Yeah, they lost to South Carolina. Yeah. Which that would have been an ugly loss for them. I don't remember where they finished up at. But you're gonna have your usual suspects: us, Alabama, Ohio State, and Michigan. Cause those 2 will get in from that conference.
But when they play each other, it always throw the loop in the ranking right there.
No, but I'm saying, but you're going to a 12-team playoff. I'm saying both of them may end up making it now, cause now you got 12 slots. You got 12 slots. Yeah, so you take us, Tennessee. I'm saying you take us, Alabama. We're just gonna use those two as an example. Then you take Michigan, Ohio State. Use those two as an example. Then I'm just gonna say a third team, at least a third team, gonna get in from the SEC. That's 5 slots. Then I'm gonna say from the Pac-12, you might can get 2 teams in, possibly. So that's 7 slots. Even after 7 slots, you still got 5 slots left, bro.
Who gonna come from the ACC? Maybe Clemson.
Say Clemson in Florida State. That 9. You still got 4 slots left.
It's gonna be them teams. Let me see.
Big East.
Yeah.
Big 12. Yeah.
I heard Colorado trying to move to the Big 12.
No, I thought they in the Pac-10 now, right?
I think so. Yeah.
They're in the Pac-10. Yeah. Hey. But I think we headed that way, man. You know, like I say, man, I keep telling people, man, the rich just keep on getting richer, bro. Because if Florida State lead the SEC and Clemson lead the SEC and come to the SEC, boy.
Man, like you said, it's just let us have football. Then we're gonna have our real NFL college league what we were talking about.
And see, I'm gonna tell you what could really make that happen. It'd be about that TV money, bro. Cause ain't nobody gonna be in the SEC, ain't nobody gonna be watching it, bro. And they gonna want a piece of that TV money that the SEC getting cause every Saturday, man. Listen, and that's just like another thing, man. You think you ain't got no SEC package? You're gonna definitely have to get the SEC package going for about 6.
I was just about to say the network is about to go crazy. Oh man, SEC network about to go crazy, man.
Man, on any given weekend, you can see Texas playing Georgia, Clemson playing Alabama, Oklahoma playing Tennessee on any given weekend.
Can't go wrong.
Man, bro, come on, bro. Florida State playing, LSU, which is actually about to happen again. That's what they open up with.
Oh.
Yeah, Florida State. You know they open up last year.
They going to LSU or they coming down?
They going to LSU. I think they played at State last year. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Florida State won last year, but I think LSU gonna power. Florida State, man, they got a lot coming back, bro. They drinking the Kool-Aid down there.
They got a nice line too.
They drinking the Kool-Aid down there in Florida State. I saw ACC media day the other day about Florida State, and they pretty hyped by Florida State. No, doing a good job.
They look downfall. They had downfall. Time for them.
Yeah. No, doing a good job. But yeah, man. So, who Florida State?
Yeah, when we was in high school, Charlie Ward. I'm telling you, man.
I liked them, man. But my dad is a big Florida State fan, and I'm originally from Florida, and he wanted me to go to Florida State, so I just kind of didn't gravitate to him. You know what I'm saying?
There's Seminole blood in my family too, so man, I was stuck with them boys for life. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. But yeah, man. I just figured. I got a feeling we're going to those mega conferences here, man. It may take another, maybe 4 to 6 years because we're gonna get some more teams in the SEC. It ain't even gonna be Texas and Oklahoma. Trust me. We getting 2 out of the ACC that's coming too.
Man.
So, but yeah, it's gonna probably take some time. But with that being said, man, you got any shout outs, anything you want to do before we sign off, man? We're gonna about hit that hour mark.
Yeah, man. Just shout out to you, my brother, man. Big love, big shout out to you, man. You 30 years plus in the game, man. Shout out to all our listeners and followers. Keep hitting that like and subscribe button. Send the link out to your friends. Holler back at us. We out here. Another week. Be blessed. See you again.
Yeah, man, and just to piggyback off what you said, man, so you guys can go back. This episode 7, man. You can go back, check out my YouTube channel and just go to live. All the videos are in the live section, and you can go back and check out some of these older episodes, man, and catch up with us and see where we at. With that being said, man, it's just my damn opinion, man. Like I said, they like assholes. Everybody got one, and I got one too. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, we'll be back the same bat channel, same bat time, same bat channel next week, man. Wednesday at 9. Just giving you our damn opinion, man. We'll get back at you. We out of here.
Peace.